Another season, come and gone. But one question remained. What was the Liberty to do to raise that trophy? Well, Coach had a plan. He had Jordyn and Savannah, the dynamic duo. But he was missing that one thing, the force on the interior. Someone who could get boards, get possessions, and start the fast break. Someone that would change the team for forever.
Here we go.
All right. New York Liberty pulled off the trade of the century by getting Candace Parker, former WNBA MVP in real life, in the offseason. So that is huge. They got a great addition in the power forward department for the starting five, which is crazy. They made it to the finals. Jordyn and Savannah made it to the finals in what was a best-of-5 series. For those of you that are familiar with the WNBA rules, it's not the best-of-7. It's the best-of-5. And unfortunately for them, they lost 3-1 to the Las Vegas Aces, who they will face at some point this season. So
First personal foul, teams first.
we also adjusted some of the sliders a little bit. I got some of these sliders. I'll have to find the video for it. The only difference with the sliders is that they are meant for 11-minute games, and I don't want my games to be that long. I know that I won't be playing all the time because I'm player locked to Savannah, but still. Savannah gets the steal here. Will she make the three? No, can't make the three there. Obviously, with these adjustments here, it allows for more realistic games. I've noticed that, I've done a lot of testing with the games and sliders, and there's a lot of people who just make wide open threes automatically, which you would think wide open threes you always make. But, it's based, I want it to be based around the player, not necessarily based around, like, ratings, you know what I mean? Like, by pure chance. Like, a lot of sports games, the ratings aren't always the greatest, like, in terms of the sliders and the way the AI interacts. And so it's very, very difficult to really determine the sweet spot. So, I found some really good sliders. These aren't for any specific difficulty. It's all customized sliders. And I found them, there's this guy that was on PS5 and he had a good set, so I tested those out. And they are a pretty good set for a realistic game. We might fluctuate around the quarter length a little bit. We might go back to 8 minutes or however many, but I don't want people just making wide open threes just because they're wide open threes. I'd rather it rely on good shot look, and be more strategic. And plus with the CPU, the number one thing with the CPU is the defense, and I fluctuated the user in CPU sliders so that the CPU is a lot smarter, the AI is a lot smarter, and not just dumb as a bag of rocks. So there's probably going to be some low-scoring games for now, just because of the fact that the quarter length isn't so long until we figure out exactly how the quarter length's going to be. We're losing at home pretty big here. Almost a 10-point deficit. Try to shrink that up with a 3, but bad shot. I also took the shot timer off because, like I said, you know, if you get really, really good at the shot timer, all you can do is get green releases all day, every day. To me, that's not realistic here, and that's not what I'm trying to do for this series either. So no more Natasha Howard, as we have Candace Parker on our team. Good steal by Savannah there. Unable to connect with the shot.
Jontel Lavender.
Savannah here trying to pull up for a 3, and can she connect? No, she hasn't been buckets lately. No, not for now. She's at a slow start, 3 for 9. And Kelsey Mitchell connects for 3. Wide open 3 there. It's just not really working out. But this time, Savannah lands a 3. Good steal there. Got Jordyn right there. Can't make it. Jordyn tries the second chance out. Can't make it. It doesn't work. Oh, but they don't make the 3 either. Candace Parker having that size. Having that size there. Got to have somebody with the height there to get those rebounds.
New York foul. Candace Parker. First personal foul.
And having this acquisition of Candace Parker, a former WNBA MVP in real life, you know, having that type of acquisition will definitely help Savannah and Jordyn get that trophy that they so desire. Tiffany Mitchell gets the 3-ball to land.
New York calls timeout.
We're trailing here.
Into the lineup for Indiana. Julie.
But the Liberty are used to it. They're used to having to trail a little bit, and you know that's one of the things that killed them in the playoffs was, you know, they couldn't really hold a lead, and when they had a lead, you know, it was a good 10 to 20 point lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Fortunately for them, they just couldn't quite get it. Parker, Candace with the 0-3. Oh, almost close. It was probably the best shot you could have taken there. Good shot. Good turnover there. I don't know what I was saying with shot there, but
Fever foul.
Jordyn's going to go to the line.
First personal foul, teams first.
Ooh, missing that free throw there.
Into the lineup for Indiana.
Halftime, we lead them by a point. Very close. But these are the kind of games that you're going to get with these sliders, though. You're going to get very competitive games. And that's what I want. I want games that can be very competitive, but also have the opportunity to be blown wide open. Now the CPU is acting a lot better because, you know, the tendencies and everything else is a little bit adjusted. Jordyn for the three. Can she land it? Oh, almost. Almost. Like I said, there couldn't have been a better look there for her, though.
Tiffany Mitchell.
Couldn't have been a better look.
Danielle Robinson.
Jordyn for the three, and that's going to go in.
Williams.
Talk about this, you know, the starting five last year did not include Jordyn in it. Jordyn was not in the starting five at first. But it was Savannah that had influenced the coach, saying that we have chemistry. We have the ability to work well together, not only as sisters, but as
Chelsea Mitchell.
basketball players. And the coach listened and got Jordyn into that starting five, and so far has performed very well for her and Savannah. So Savannah needs to. Savannah almost got away with steal there. And can you believe this? They pulled off the trade, trading Natasha Howard. To the Chicago Sky for Candace Parker. No, I don't know if I would have traded, you know, my best player over, but you know, they got it to work. And by the way, CPU versus CPU controls everything else. All I do is the player lock. I don't do signings. I'm not in charge of that or anything. CPU gets all that done. Very competitive game here. Tie game. Savannah trying for the three. Can't quite get it to go. And can't get the rebound either. Second half, she hasn't scored any points yet during the second half.
First personal foul, teams first. First team substitution for the Fever. Williams. At the line.
Oh, Jordyn is getting free throws as Savannah gets checked in this fourth quarter. 4-point lead. Again, it's going to be a competitive slate. It's not going to be that easy. With these new sliders, you're not going to see, you might see enormous leads, you might not. You know, it all depends. And that's what I like, you know, that's why we have custom sliders for the WWE side of things too as well. You know, there's Oh, and she landed a 3 there. Not quite sure how. But she did, nonetheless. Oh, lost the ball. Jordyn picks it up, though. Jordyn trying to get it to go, and unfortunately can't. She did a great job recuperating there and able to get the ball up, but didn't get points as a result of it, though. Poked away and stolen by Lady. Wide open 3 there for Savannah to drop it. Speaking of wide open 3, Savannah leaves her assignment wide open. Unfortunately for her, not. Doesn't get it. D there. Right out to Parker. Parker with a shot. Unfortunately can't make it there with a jumper. Can't get it to go.
Victoria Williams. Assisted by Lindsay Allen. New York calls timeout.
Timeout there.
Substitution for the field.
Still very, very close game. Anybody's ball game here. It was turnovers and just the inability to hold leads that really killed the Liberty. You know, in the playoffs. They often came from behind in the playoffs too. So it was very, very difficult for them. So I was very, very surprised with how they had made it all the way to the finals, considering some of their poor play. But hopefully this changes for them this season. Good attempt at a 3 there from Savannah, but
Tiffany Mitchell.
not from there. Tiffany Mitchell gets the basket to go there. Candace Parker. And there's Savannah draining a 3. Sometimes she can't make them, but when it matters, she does. And that's why she got the Buckets nickname. Now, granted, she's gone for a couple 3s here, unsuccessfully getting the 3s, but like I said, when they need buckets, it matters. And last year, you know, she shot a 3 in the playoffs. I believe it was against the Aces to win. The only game that the Aces, or that the Liberty were able to win in that playoff series, in the best of 5 series. It was 3-1. That series, where the Aces had sent the Liberty packing. Good steal there. Oh, Laney can't get it to go. 3 ball? No. So far, there's been a couple wide open 3s that just haven't been made. That one is tie game.
3.
Savannah trying to make that 3, but no. .2 seconds left. It's a huge, huge possession here. As big as it can be. Pulling up, and she makes it.
Timeout Liberty.
Oh, this one's a tough one. You got 0.6 seconds. That's all you got. To shoot it. Oh, and she made it. She made it though, but did she get it off?
The previous play is under review.
Did she shoot the shot? She did. She did. She got it off.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And oh, what a clutch three! As the Liberty win it, 75-74. Talk about a buzzer beater! You can't get it sooner than that. Look at this. Wow! What a win for the Liberty in their first home game of the season. Player of the game, Savannah Williams. As much as I love Savannah, though, that's a huge three. Clutch three.